Hello everyone, and welcome to another Pyro gaming video. Even though Destiny 2 is still relatively fresh and new, there are quite a few emblems that are already quite rare. And in fact, some of these emblems that we will be talking about in this video, if you do not currently have them in your collections, then you can never get them unless, of course, you have a time machine, which if you do, I mean, hook Pyro up, man. There's some stuff I'd like to go back and change. But I'm going to kick things off with this emblem right here. It's not all that rare, but in order to get the Gather Your Fireteam emblem, you need to be in a clan, and you need to be a guide for a guided game in either the Nightfall or the Raid. That's the only way that you can get this emblem. So in a sense, it is kind of rare, but it's not one of the rarest by any means. So let's go ahead and jump into the main rare emblems. Emperor's Shadows is an emblem that you obtained by buying the Collector's Edition of Destiny 2 or the Digital Deluxe Edition. Either one, if it came with the extra emblem, Cabal Sword, and emote little package thing, then that's how you got this emblem. Now, this is on this list because soon those will no longer be available. Once those copies of the game are all sold out and we get to the point where Bungie is just shipping the regular base game, then that is what you're going to be left with right here. And in addition to that, once we start getting into DLCs for Destiny 2, then the DLCs will be the new Collector's Edition, and this will be obsolete. So if you don't have this right now, you might still be able to get it, but pretty soon it's going to be either you have it or you don't. So next up on our list, we have the First Wave emblem. You got this for participating in the Destiny 2 beta. Now, if you did not participate in the Destiny 2 beta, it should go without saying that you can no longer get this emblem unless you've got that aforementioned time machine that we talked about previously. And again, if you do, hook Pyro up. But yeah, it's a pretty cool emblem, and it's going to be one of the rare emblems throughout the lifespan of Destiny. So moving on to some emblems that are getting pretty rare, we're going to go ahead and go to the Confluence of Light emblem. Now, this is one of the rarest emblems in the game, because the way that you're supposed to get this emblem is by a member of the Bungie team handing you a card in person and you typing in the code on Bungie.net. And as of right now, Destiny 2 has only had 2 events where Bungie handed out codes for this emblem. That was PAX West in Seattle in September and Gamescom in Germany in September. Those are the only 2 times that Bungie, as of right now, has passed out Confluence of Light emblem codes. Now, you can go buy these on eBay, and I went ahead and priced them just to kind of give you guys an idea of what they're going for, and right now they're only going for about $20. You can expect that number to go up quite a bit as Destiny gets older and older. At least that's how it was in Destiny 1. These emblems were selling for over $100, so if you're a collector like I am, eBay for $20 is not a bad deal to go ahead and get this emblem. I got lucky and somebody sent me a few of these codes, and I actually have an extra one that I will be giving away to one of you guys in the near future. Our next emblem is the Stand Together emblem. The only way that you could get this emblem is if you went to Bungie.net's store and you purchased something from that website in the time frame. This promotion ended on October 31st, so as it stands right now, there will never be another way for you to get this emblem since it was a part-time promotion. But as I said, if you purchased something from Bungie.net, you were emailed this 9-digit code to go and download this emblem, and that is how you got it. Next up, we have the Meridian of Destiny emblem. This is another Bungie.net store emblem, and you get this by buying the Destiny 2 Tricorn emblem pin. Once you buy the pin, it is mailed to you in a little package. You open that package contains a card. On the back of that card is a 9-digit code. You enter that on Bungie.net, you get Meridian of Destiny. Now, I went ahead and bought 2 of these pins, which means, yes, I do have an extra Meridian of Destiny emblem code to give away to one of you guys in the near future. Next up, we have the Planet of Peace emblem. Now, this emblem is very similar to this one in the sense that you have to go to Bungie.net store and you have to buy the Heart of the Foundation pin, and the code comes with that pin on the back of the card. And yes, I do have an extra Planet of Peace emblem code to give away to you guys. Next up, we have the Brick by Brick emblem. Now, this one is going to be extremely rare, and I'm going to tell you guys why. This is an emblem that you can only get from GameStop when you purchase a Mega Constructs Destiny set. Now, these emblems right now are selling on eBay for $50 to $100. But this past weekend, I went to GameStop and I bought 2 Mega Construct sets for, I think, $12 a piece, so $24 total, and I got 2 of these emblems. And yes, I will be giving away one of those emblems to somebody in the near future. But the point, or the reason that I'm telling you guys that, is because this promotion is still going on. So call your local GameStop if you want this, and go down and buy a Mega Construct set. You even get this emblem if you buy the absolute cheapest Mega Constructs Destiny set that there is, and I believe it's a little Warlock action figure for like $7 or $8. So you can definitely still get this emblem without spending $100 on eBay, so if you want it, go get it. Next up, we have the Laurel Triumphant emblem. The only way to obtain this emblem is if you were in Destiny 1 in Year 1 and you completed one of your record book items from the Year 1 Moments of Triumph. That is the only way to get this emblem. If you do not have this emblem currently in your collection, sadly you will never get it unless you have a time machine. Next up, we have the Lauria Prima 2. You got this for completing everything in your record book in Year 1 of Destiny 1. Again, if you don't have it right now, you never will. Next up, we have the Slayer of Oryx emblem. You got this for completing one Moment of Triumph in your Moment of Triumph for Destiny 1 Year 2. So same thing as these, except now we're in Year 2. Moving on to our next one, we have the Heard the Call emblem. You got this for completing everything in your Destiny 1 Year 2 Moments of Triumph record book. Next up, we have Young Wolf. You got this for completing one item in the Year 3 Destiny 1 Moments of Triumph record book. And lastly, we have the Saladins Pride. You got this for completing everything in Year 3 of Destiny 1's Moments of Triumph record book, or Age of Triumph if you want to call it that. And the last Destiny 1 emblem is Lore Scholar. You got this for having a Grimoire score of over 5,000 in Destiny 1. Now, for all of the Destiny 1 emblems, as I said, if you do not currently have them, you can never get them. And that includes the Grimoire emblem, the Year 3 emblems as well, because the cutoff date for this was in August, which was before Destiny 2 actually came out. So again, if you do not have any of these, you do not get them ever. That's it, you cannot get them. These, however, are both currently still being sold on Bungie.net. This one is going until October 31st. This one is going for about $20 on eBay. And this one, like I said, you can go to GameStop and buy one of the cheap Mega Constructs Destiny sets for about $8 and get yourself one of these emblems. So looking at another emblem, I had to switch to PS4 to get this one. This is the Spicy Ramen emblem. Now, it's called Try the Special, and it's not all that rare, to be honest with you. I don't know exactly how rare it is. I know that I have it on PS4, and I have played on Xbox so much more than PS4, and I do not have it on Xbox. I got this emblem from doing a random Cade 6 treasure chest. It popped up, and it looks really neat, and, you know, the whole spicy ramen thing seems to be pretty popular within the Destiny community, and it's a nice little Easter egg to have in-game, so that's why it's on this list. Next up, we have the Vigilant Console emblem. Now, this is an emblem that is genuinely so rare that you might not ever actually see somebody in-game that has it. The only way to obtain this emblem is for you to be a very, very helpful person on the Bungie.net forums. Now, I'm saying helpful as in quality, not quantity. If you go over to Bungie.net and just start spamming the forums, then you're probably just going to get kicked or banned or not be able to use them anymore. But if you genuinely want to help the community and try your absolute best to help the community on the Bungie.net forums, then you could potentially be invited to join the Bungie.net welcoming committee, and if you accept that offer, you will be rewarded with the Vigilant Console emblem. This one is very, very rare. Huge thanks to DMG for allowing me to use this image in my video. Thank you, sir. And the last and possibly most rarest emblem on this list. It is in fact so rare that I could not find an image that I could actually use in this video. The only images of it that exist are screenshots with other people's gamertag on said emblem, and I'm not going to steal anybody's stuff and use it in my videos. But nonetheless, the name of the emblem is the Sign of Containment. Now, this was an emblem that existed in Destiny 1, and it currently exists again in Destiny 2, and the only way to obtain this emblem is for you to submit a video on the Bungie.net creations page and have that video upvoted enough to the point where Bungie themselves accepts your video as the Bungie Movie of the Week. Now, as you guys may or may not know, on the Bungie.net forums, we have a weekly update from Bungie known as This Week at Bungie. At the bottom of every one of these blog posts, you will find the Movie of the Week. If you are awarded Movie of the Week, you will be rewarded with one of the Sign of the Containment emblems. And like I said, they're insanely rare because in theory, at most, Bungie will ever only give away 52 of them a year. That is one a week for an entire year, and let's be honest, it's rare. I don't think it gets much rarer than that, because in the entire 3-year history of Destiny 1, I believe only about 150 of those emblems were ever given out. So it definitely has a case to be made as the rarest emblem in Destiny. And that is going to bring this video to an end, guys. Drop a comment in the box below, let me know if you know of any other insanely rare emblems in the game of Destiny, and also in that same comment, let me know what your favorite emblem of the ones that I've shown you today are your absolute favorites. So that is going to bring this video to an end. If you enjoyed it, click like. If you're new to the channel, click subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, I fucking love you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.